Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to new standards of excellence.
Yes.
Say yes to engaging reportage with a difference.
Yes.
Introducing Yes International Magazine.
So how do you feel about the incessant scandals, that usually surround the players or practitioners in your sector? I mean, even as we speak right now, there's a raging war about Halima Abubakar and her alleged romance turned sour with Apostle Johnson Suleiman. How do you feel each time you see people in your sector being immersed in scandals and stuff?
Well, I think it's very unfortunate, I must say. Very, very unfortunate. Because that is not a general picture of who we are as entertainers in Nigeria. But what I try to see is that some people tend to want to copy what happens abroad, especially in these times when social media has made it that those with defective character are the ones who get the most attention online, and some people tend to be bought that wholesale into Nigeria. Sometimes you see some of them, it seems to them that they are silent for some time online, and before you know it, they create some controversy for it to trend. This is trend going viral, and I don't know. I don't know how to live in that space because I'm old school. I'm pretty old school. It doesn't make sense. I think it's very unfortunate, and I hope that some of these things could be resolved personally. So that we don't keep bringing this as our own image. That is very unfortunate.
All right. Now, as a veteran, as one of those, or one of the actors who have put in years or decades into the profession, what would you say is the best way for one to avoid scandals or for one to avoid having anything to do with some of these scandals that we usually get to read about? If I were to be an up-and-coming actor, and I come to you for advice and guidance on how to avoid the scandals, what would you say to me?
I would tell you to pay attention, to concentrate more on your craft,
okay,
than the distractions that surround the craft. Like I always say, whether rightly or wrongly, I always say that entertainment seems to be one of the very attractive areas of operation of satanic agents. Because like the character of Satan would say in the Devil's Advocate, that film that was this, Tony Montana, what's his name again? Scarface, the lead character in Scarface. His character that played that of Satan said that vanity is his favorite sin. So when he's looking to drag more people, Pacino, that's his name, when he's looking to drag people into the satanic kingdom, vanity sector is the easiest. Entertainment is part of vanity. Hospitality, they are all part of the vanity sector, because they are all ephemeral. So that is where he likes to pray, and all that. And we should just concentrate on our craft, forget distractions, be very prayerful to ensure that God takes you away from the path of those things that will drag you into unnecessary handouts that will destroy your practice. Yeah.
Okay. Now, even though I'm the one saying it, that's not arguing the fact that Jude Emeka Ossai is a good-looking man. You've got the height, you've got the physique, you've got nearly everything that women want. How have you been coping with women? Let's start from when you were much younger, and now that you are. How do you cope with female attention back then, and how are you still coping with that now?
You know the story. You should be telling the story. Well, it's been the grace of God. I've always held on to God to avoid some of those things that would. I'm not a saint. I mean, I cannot say that I didn't have my fair share of uncontrolled excitement within the industry from when I was a model up to acting and all. But thank God that I was able to try, my best possible by the special grace of God to avoid most of those things that would cast me in the bad light. And now that I'm growing older, there's less distraction than when I was much younger. Of course, you knew how it was difficult, very difficult, then for one to live right. But thank God we made it.
Okay. Now, one allegation that keeps hovering around most actors is that some of them indulge in this gigolo stuff. As a veteran in that sector, is there really anything like that, or are they just emanating from people's wide imagination and stuff?
You see, like we always say, it is just, fortunate or unfortunate that we're always in the eyes of the public. There's nothing that happens with us that worse is not happening elsewhere. The only difference is that because we are thrust in the face of the public, people tend to scrutinize us so much more than other people are scrutinized. See, a good-looking guy who is still struggling to, put himself together could have, the attraction of some already fulfilled woman or lady who would want them to be company. And if she decides to be nice to the guy and the guy accepts the niceties, that is their business. Why is it anybody's business? You understand what I'm saying? So, but people are telling it to look as if they live off that. After all, men from time Imo River lived women's lives for them, even to tomorrow. Feminism have not been able to change it, especially feminists from Nigeria. You are a feminist, but you still want a man to live your life for you financially, but you want to control him. So it's always been like that. Men have always helped women and women helping men. So tempting anyone as a gigolo because he's helped by a woman, I don't think that's right. I just think it's natural that if two people are in a relationship, the one who could will help the other. Natural. But then a man should always remember that he's a man and must always be the man. So some of those situations could be, temporary setback, events in one's life. But the ultimate is for you to be the man that you're supposed to be.
Okay, I like your response.